안녕하세요. I'm sorry I couldn't be there today. I'm actually in college. I'm recording this video instead because I'm very grateful for the opportunity I was given to go to Korea for missions. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone at the church for supporting me and the missions team with prayer and support. Without you guys, this probably wouldn't have been possible. So thank you so much. I want to first talk about like the kids I taught. I taught two third grade students. Um, they went to a Chinese church in Korea, so they couldn't speak fluent Korean or English or Chinese. They only knew a little bit of each language, and it was a little difficult to teach them because of the language barrier. But these kids were hard workers, so it didn't matter. Um, I remember the first day I taught them. I was teaching them how to subtract numbers like long subtraction, and borrowing. Um, and by the last day of summer school, I was teaching them how to do long multiplication. So that's a huge step, and obviously those kids complain sometimes, but in the end, they were very hard workers. So I was very blessed to have such great kids. Also, I want to talk about my first day at the church. The first Sunday we went, the first Sunday service we attended, I was coming downstairs from the area we were living in, and there was a man standing at the entrance of the church. So, because I wanted to show my respect, I inside and I said 안녕하세요, and I just expected him to nod or say "oh 그래" or something like that. But instead, as I was walking towards the church entrance, he came up to me and hugged me, and he said thank you. And that was a very interesting moment because I was going to the Korean missions. I was really worried that the adults at the Korean church would judge us because we were so young, and they weren't sure if they knew what we were talking about or if we even had the right to teach these kids because we were so young. Um, which is kind of weird to think about, but after this guy hugged me and embraced me, I realized these people don't care as long as we're there for God. It doesn't matter what age we are, it doesn't matter what we look like, it doesn't matter, nothing matters as long as we're there for God. Which was amazing. It reminded me of how powerful God's presence is in people, and um, yeah. We also planned a VBS there. VBS was very smooth. It went great. All the kids participated. Nothing. There was no drama. Everything that was planned went well, and everyone was very hardworking. And even through the language barriers, everyone learned the lesson. The message was learned either no matter what. The kids all had fun, and during the VBS, I actually realized how big of an influence I have on these little kids. These little kids looked up to the missions team like older siblings. They would watch what we would do and act upon it. And this could be like a very good thing, but also a bad thing. Um, it helped me realize that I have to be very conscious of my actions because I have a huge influence on the future generation, and especially like what I represent like a Christian, and I need to act through my actions so that the kids in the future generations know how to act, and that and to be humble and to be there for God and for nothing else. Um, the last story I want to talk about, I'm sorry that this is so long, but was the praise team experience. So there was a praise team there, and they're very good. They have beautiful voices. It was awesome. they asked us, me and Chiwani, Kevin Lee, to sing with them. And I'm not a very good singer, so I was a little afraid to sing in front of them. So while we were practicing, I was singing very quietly, and my voice would shake, and I was just, I was a mess. My voice was, it wasn't there. And I remember we took a break, and Chiwan was like, Esther, remember, this isn't for us, this is for the man upstairs. And I realized that, yeah, Kevin, you're right. Like, it doesn't matter how bad I sound to people, it doesn't matter if I forget words, as long as I'm doing this for God, it doesn't matter. Like, it'll still sound beautiful to him, and the, like, it, it, God will understand as long as I do it for him. So after I got over that fear, we started practicing again, and I just sang my heart out during that practice, and I felt so fresh. I felt so renewed. Like all this stuff was like lifted off my shoulders. So it was a very unique experience. Uh, Overall, I realized that going to Korea, that sometimes I can be very unhumble and I can complain a lot. But because of this experience, I realized that God has given us so many things that we take for granted. And I learned a lot of all the impact we have on these kids. Um, and it's not even kids in Korea; it's just everywhere. No matter where we go, people um, see us through our actions, and we represent God. So we have to be very conscious of what we do, and to show people that the great life that we are given because of God. I'm sorry if this is a little cheesy, but yeah. So once again, thank you so much for sending me on this mission trip. I'm so sorry that this video is so long, but yeah, thank you. 감사합니다.